What happens if you were the last person on Earth? In the ethereal realm of what happens if, where the whispers of the unknown beckon, let us contemplate a scenario that transcends the boundaries of imagination. What if you were the solitary sentinel, the last vestige of humanity upon the Earth's desolate stage? Picture yourself awakening to a world shrouded in eerie silence, where the remnants of civilization stand as silent witnesses to the enigma of your existence. As you traverse the empty streets, the weight of solitude presses upon your shoulders like a heavy cloak, a constant reminder of the solitude that now defines your existence. Yet amidst the desolation, there is a strange allure, a sense of liberation that comes with being the sole inhabitant of a world untouched by human hands. But beware, for this newfound freedom is not without its perils. The remnants of civilization, once bustling with life, now stand as silent sentinels of humanity's folly. Abandoned vehicles litter the streets, their rusted frames bearing witness to the passage of time. Crumbling buildings loom like specters in the mist, their shattered windows offering glimpses into a world long forgotten. And yet, amidst the ruins, there is a strange beauty, a sense of peace that comes with the absence of mankind's incessant clamor. The wind whispers through the empty alleyways, carrying with it the echoes of a bygone era. The sun sets in a blaze of crimson and gold, casting long shadows across the deserted landscape. But as night falls, so too does the veil of solitude grow ever darker. In the silence of the night, the mind plays tricks, conjuring phantoms from the depths of imagination. Shadows dance upon the walls, their shifting forms a testament to the fragility of sanity in a world devoid of human contact. And what of sustenance in this barren wasteland? In the absence of human intervention, nature reclaims its dominion, swallowing whole the remnants of civilization in a tide of green. Yet amidst the ruins, there are whispers of sustenance, a bounty of canned goods and preserved foods hidden away in forgotten pantries. But beware, for time is not your ally. With each passing day, the stores of food dwindle. Their expiration dates a constant reminder of the ephemeral nature of existence. And so you are forced to turn to the land itself, to hunt and forage amidst the ruins of a world long past. Yet even as you struggle to survive, there is a nagging sense of unease, a feeling that you are not alone in this desolate world. Shadows flit at the edge of your vision, and strange noises echo through the empty streets. Is it merely your imagination, or is there something more sinister lurking in the shadows? As you navigate the desolate landscape, you are haunted by the ghosts of the past, memories of a world that once was, and dreams of a future that may never be. Yet amidst the solitude and despair, there is a glimmer of hope, a spark of resilience that refuses to be extinguished. And so you press on, a solitary figure in a world devoid of life, driven by the primal instinct to survive against all odds. For in the end, it is not the solitude that defines you, but the strength of your spirit, the indomitable will to persevere in the face of adversity. And as you stand upon the precipice of oblivion, gazing out across the empty expanse of the world, you realize that perhaps, in this desolate landscape, you have found something truly remarkable, the essence of what it means to be human. We can see the importance of connection and communication in human life. Despite existing in a world full of freedom and limitlessness, loneliness, and the absence of human relationships make life more difficult and longing. The social nature of humans, the need for communication, sharing, and interaction not only help us overcome physical challenges, but also enhance our spirits and create necessary support in daily life. Furthermore, we must cherish our knowledge and self-learning skills. In such solitude, knowledge of survival, farming, hunting, and water treatment becomes extremely important. Self-learning and adaptability will be the deciding factors between survival and demise. Finally, the story also serves as a warning about the lack of conservation and protection of the environment. The removal of humans can increase the risk of environmental issues, such as biodiversity loss and environmental pollution. This underscores the importance of protecting and respecting the natural environment to preserve life on this planet. What happened if humans suddenly disappear? Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if everyone suddenly disappeared? Imagine this. If humans went extinct, what would the Earth look like 1 year later? What would happen to all our stuff? What would become of our houses, schools, neighborhoods, and cities? Who would feed the dogs? Who would cut the grass? Although it's a common theme in movies, TV shows, and books, the end of humanity is still a strange and unsettling thing to think about. As an associate professor of urban design, someone who helps towns and cities plan what their communities will look like, it's sometimes my job to think about scenarios like this. So, let's take a journey through a world without humans and see what would happen 1 year later. First, imagine the silence. The world would be eerily quiet. No cars, no airplanes, no constant hum of electricity. The only sounds would be the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the distant howl of animals. It would be a profound, almost deafening silence that would remind us of how noisy our lives used to be. The air would be noticeably cleaner. With no factories spewing pollutants and no cars emitting exhaust, the sky would be bluer and the air clearer. Rain and wind would gradually wash away the accumulated smog and dust, revealing a purer, more vibrant world. The weather would feel different too. Without the urban heat island effect created by large cities, temperatures would stabilize and weather patterns would shift to more natural states. Now, picture your house. Unbothered by anyone for a whole year, it would start to show signs of neglect. The water in the pipes would freeze and burst during the first winter, as no one would be there to keep the systems running. Power plants would have stopped, plunging your home into darkness with no electricity to power lights, TVs, or computers. Dust would settle everywhere, creating a thick layer on all surfaces as there would be no air conditioning to keep it moving. The yard outside would turn into a wild jungle. Grass would grow tall and floppy until it reached its natural limit. Weeds and new plants would sprout up everywhere. Tree saplings would take root, turning your manicured lawn into a small forest. Insects would buzz around freely, reclaiming their habitat without humans to swat them away or spray pesticides. Gardens and flower beds would be overtaken by native plants, creating a tapestry of wild flora where once there was order and design. In your neighborhood, animals would start to explore. At first, smaller critters like mice, raccoons, and foxes would roam the streets. Eventually, larger animals like deer, coyotes, and even bears might make their way into the suburbs, attracted by the lack of human presence and the abundance of new vegetation. Birds would nest in the eaves of houses, and squirrels would scurry through untamed backyards. Without human intervention, the natural rhythms of the world would return. The only light at night would come from the moon and stars, allowing nocturnal animals to thrive once more. Fires caused by lightning strikes would burn unchecked, consuming houses and forests alike until they ran out of fuel. This natural cycle of growth and fire would reshape landscapes, creating new ecosystems in the process. In cities, the concrete structures would remain largely intact after just 1 year, but signs of decay would start to appear. Cracks would form in roads and buildings as the earth shifts and moves. Little plants would sprout through these cracks, slowly breaking down the asphalt and concrete. Metal structures like bridges would begin to rust, their integrity compromised by the elements. Skyscrapers, once symbols of human achievement, would become vertical ecosystems, with vines climbing their facades and birds nesting in their crevices. Dams and levees would start to erode, rivers would change their courses, and farmlands would revert to wild fields. The crops we rely on would disappear, replaced by whatever plants managed to take root. Farm animals would become prey for wild predators, and pets would struggle to survive without human care. Livestock left to roam would either fall victim to predators or adapt to the wild, altering the local food chains and ecosystems. In 1,000 years, the remnants of human civilization would still be visible, though heavily weathered and overgrown. Some buildings might still stand, much like the ruins of ancient Rome, serving as silent monuments to a lost civilization. The world would be a mix of crumbling human structures and thriving natural landscapes, a testament to the enduring impact of humanity and the resilience of nature. Imagine walking through a forest where once there was a bustling city. Trees would grow through the floors of abandoned buildings, their roots breaking through concrete and steel. Wildlife would thrive in this new wilderness, creating habitats in the ruins of our former lives. Rivers would flow freely, their banks no longer constrained by human-made levees and dams. The world would slowly return to a state of equilibrium, a balance restored after centuries of human disruption. If nothing else, humanity's sudden disappearance would reveal the delicate balance between civilization and the natural world. It would show that the world we have today can't survive without our care, and we can't survive without taking care of the earth. To keep it working, civilization, like anything else, requires constant upkeep. The world, without us, would continue to evolve and change, a haunting reminder of both our presence and our absence. In this vision of the future, the Earth would be both a testament to human achievement and a sobering reminder of our impermanence. The structures and systems we built would gradually give way to nature, leaving behind traces of a once dominant species that reshaped the planet. This thought experiment underscores the importance of sustainable living and the need to protect our environment. It challenges us to consider how we can coexist with nature, ensuring that both our civilization and the natural world can thrive for generations to come. Taking a deeper look, imagining a world after the disappearance of humans offers many important lessons about human frailty and the power of nature. It's not just a tale of humanity's demise, but also a warning about our impact on the planet. The image of a silent world where the sound of humanity vanishes serves as a reminder of the noise and pollution we create daily. The tranquility of the natural world emphasizes the importance of preserving peace and cleanliness in our environment. Describing the natural development after humans vanish also reminds us of the flexibility and strength of nature. The natural world has the ability to recover and adapt to new environments remarkably, highlighting the diversity and vitality of life, not solely dependent on human existence. Lastly, imagining a world after humans prompts questions about the importance of preserving and protecting our living environment. It's a strong reminder of the necessity for sustainable development and consistent care of our planet to ensure the continuity of life on Earth. A world where gravity has vanished entirely, a scenario that defies the laws of physics as we know them. In this gravity-free realm, the very fabric of reality would unravel, unleashing chaos on an unprecedented scale. Objects that once adhered firmly to the ground would now drift aimlessly through the air, liberated from the gravitational pull that once bound them. Cars, buildings, even the human body, all would become weightless, floating in a state of perpetual suspension. At first glance, the prospect of weightlessness might seem exhilarating, an opportunity to defy gravity and soar through the skies like astronauts exploring the cosmos. But the reality would quickly turn grim. Without gravity to anchor them, structures built to withstand the forces of nature would crumble, reduced to rubble in a matter of moments. Cities would be reduced to ghost towns as their inhabitants grapple with the newfound challenges of life in a gravity-free world. Yet the consequences extend far beyond the terrestrial realm. Earth's atmosphere, held in place by the gravitational pull of the planet, would disperse into the vacuum of space, leaving behind a barren wasteland devoid of life-sustaining oxygen. The oceans, lakes, and rivers, no longer bound by gravity, would lose their shape, evaporating into the void and leaving behind desolate, parched landscapes. In the absence of gravity, life as we know it would cease to exist. The human body, finely tuned to the conditions of Earth's gravitational field, would falter under the strain of weightlessness, muscles atrophying, and bones weakening in the absence of resistance. Without the stabilizing force of gravity, the delicate balance of ecosystems would collapse, leading to mass extinctions and the unraveling of the intricate web of life that sustains our planet. Conversely, consider the inverse scenario, a world where gravity has doubled in strength, an equally implausible weight, their muscles straining and their joints creaking with every step. The atmospheric pressure would skyrocket, altering weather patterns and wreaking havoc on ecosystems ill-equipped to adapt to the sudden changes. Plant life, accustomed to the gentle tug of gravity, would wither and die under the oppressive weight of their own mass, unable to support themselves in the face of such relentless force. Yet, amidst the chaos and devastation, there is a glimmer of hope. a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and our capacity to adapt to even the most extreme circumstances. In a world without gravity, humanity would be forced to innovate and evolve, developing new technologies and strategies to navigate the challenges of weightlessness. From advanced propulsion systems to artificial gravity generators, the ingenuity of the human mind would know no bounds as we strive to overcome the obstacles that stand in our way. In the end, whether gravity disappears entirely or doubles in strength, the implications are clear. Our world is intricately interconnected, and the forces that shape it are as delicate as they are powerful. Gravity, in all its complexity, serves as a constant reminder of the fragility of existence and the importance of understanding the fundamental forces that govern the universe. As we gaze up at the night sky, contemplating the mysteries of the cosmos, let us never forget the profound significance of gravity and the role it plays in shaping our past, present, and future. The content above serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding and respecting the fundamental forces of the universe, such as gravity. Additionally, it serves as a warning about the existence of significant risks if natural conditions, such as gravity, undergo sudden changes. By examining hypothetical situations of zero gravity or doubled gravity, we can recognize the value of stability and prudence in dealing with significant environmental changes. An important implication is to emphasize the deep connection between natural factors and human life. While we often focus on the daily issues that gravity helps resolve, we rarely contemplate the larger consequences of sudden changes in gravity. By doing so, we can reassess the value of the stability and safety that gravity provides in our daily lives. Furthermore, through reasoning about the potential impacts of changes in gravity, we are reminded of the importance of diversity and richness in scientific research. A profound understanding of natural forces not only helps us predict and cope with hidden changes, but also opens up opportunities for creativity and exploration in developing new technologies and addressing major challenges in the future. That's all the information that we have for you today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss out on future episodes. And be sure to also tell us what you think about today's content. Everyone's support motivates us to continue delivering quality content and to always improve. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.